Hi, I'm Ewan, and we're going to be going over the new 2025 Naish pivot. So this year we've made some great improvements to the kite, not only in the construction but also the flying characteristics. I'll start off with the construction. This year we've got the TLS 500 bridle lines on the pivot. What this does is give the kite better performance aerodynamically as they're thinner than our previous bridle lines, but also hydrodynamically as they cut through the surface tension of the water much easier than before, giving really good water relaunch performance. They're also really nice locking splices, giving the bridles a really clean look. Another construction feature we have new this year is the bladder cap construction. It's a nice rounded closure to the leading edge and struts with an aramid bumper on the end, ensuring that you will never have unwanted blowouts of the leading edge of struts. We have a new bridle point construction, which is much stronger than before and really streamlined and clean. Moving on to the canopy, we have a few new seams that are really exciting and enhance the performance and durability of the kite. We have the profile lock seam. This is a seam that runs along the deep point of the profile of the kite, ensuring that the profile is held locked in place, and over time this is the part of the canopy with the most stress on it, and a seam increases stiffness along this point in the kite, ensuring that over time your kite does not blow out and start flying any worse than it was the day you bought it. We also have a new load seam. Before, we just had one load seam running from the wingtip to the center strut of the kite, transferring steering input throughout the kite. We also have one now running to the second strut, which spreads the steering load throughout the kite better and also holds the canopy tighter over time. For the bridling this year, we've really kind of redefined the bridling and refined it to make sure that every bridle line has the perfect tension on it. We have a 5-point bridle system on the pivot, meaning that there's 5 attachment points to the front line on each side of the kite. And this really spreads the load evenly well throughout the kite and makes it hold its shape really well in even the strongest of winds. We also have the high and low wind bridle adjustment settings, which is on the side V of the kite. You can shorten or loosen the top line of the V on the side there. This tilts the kite further forward or further back, depending on how much power you want and depower in your kite. So the pivot is really our performance do-it-all kite. Whether you're into free riding, big air, wave riding, foiling, the pivot's really going to be your great companion for any of these disciplines. It's a really fun, predictable kite to ride. You always know where it is in the wind window, and it's really all about control. The pivot it has a great range, a really good steering input and feel, and it really will just do whatever you want, whenever you want. We have a semi-fixed bridle point, meaning that with the bar in, the pulley sits against the stopper, and then when you depower, the pulley runs along the pulley line, giving extra control and depower so that the kite can depower nicely and stay with perfect tension so that it won't front stall. So the pivot is built with all Tasian materials, the leading edges and struts from a high quality Tasian Dacron, which has great UV stability properties and over time lasts longer than any other brand's Dacron, and our Quadtex canopy, which we can't say enough about how much this adds to the stiffness and durability of the kite. Something that we really pride ourselves on at Naish is the longevity of the kites. So many people, have a kite for a few years, or repair centers see kites, and when they say that a Naish kite comes in, the quality and the condition of the kite is always above any other brand on the market. This makes a huge difference, and we really suggest you try it out.
Big claims.
Yeah, huge claims. You got to do it.